Do you go to bed feeling completely exhausted, but still wake up in the morning feeling like you barely slept? You lie there, tired to your bones, and yet somehow real rest just won't come. Or maybe you fall asleep fine, but you're up at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering what's going wrong. Here's what most people don't realize. The problem usually isn't your sleep itself. It's what you're doing in the hours before you ever close your eyes. And here's the part that might surprise you. Some of these habits seem completely harmless, perfectly normal even. But every single night, they're quietly working against you. Welcome back. If you're over 60, I want you to know something important right from the start. You are not imagining it. Sleep genuinely does change as we get older. Your body becomes more sensitive, more reactive to small things that didn't used to bother you at all. A habit that was fine at 40 can completely derail your rest at 65. The good news? These habits are fixable. None of them require medication, expensive gadgets, or completely overhauling your life. Today, we're going through 6 common bedtime habits that are very likely affecting the quality of your sleep. And for each one, I'll give you a simple, realistic fix you can start using tonight. Let's get into it. Habit number 6, using screens right before bed. Let's start with one that's almost universal and almost universally underestimated. You finish dinner, settle into your chair, and spend the next couple of hours watching TV, scrolling through your phone, or catching up on the news on a tablet. It feels like winding down. It feels relaxing. But biologically, something very different is happening. Screens, and whether it's your phone, your television, or a tablet, emit what's called blue light. And blue light has a very specific effect on your brain. It tells it that it's still daytime. It actively suppresses melatonin, which is the hormone your body produces to make you feel sleepy and to regulate your sleep cycles. After 60, your brain already produces less melatonin naturally than it used to. So when you spend your evening bathed in screen light, you're essentially draining a tank that wasn't completely full to begin with. The result? You feel wired when you should feel drowsy. You take longer to fall asleep. And even when you do sleep, the quality is lighter and more fragmented. The fix is straightforward. Try to put screens away 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Use that time for something quieter. Reading a physical book, gentle stretching, or simply sitting with a warm cup of herbal tea. Your brain needs that buffer to shift gears. Habit number 5, drinking too much water. Late in the evening, staying hydrated is genuinely important for your health, especially as you get older. But when you drink matters just as much as how much you drink. Many people drink the majority of their daily fluids in the evening. A large glass of water with dinner, another one while watching TV, maybe one more just before bed to make sure they have hit their daily target. The problem is straightforward. More fluid in the evening means more trips to the bathroom overnight. And every time you get up, even once, you're breaking your sleep cycle. You're pulling yourself out of the deeper, more restorative stages of sleep. By the time you settle back in, your body has to start that journey all over again. For older adults, this is a very common and very underappreciated reason for waking up feeling unrefreshed. The fix: aim to do the majority of your hydrating earlier in the day. Morning and afternoon are ideal. Then begin tapering off around dinner. A small sip before bed is perfectly fine, but avoid large amounts in the 2 hours before you sleep. You'll likely notice the difference within just a few nights. Habit number 4, going to bed at irregular times. This one catches people off guard because it doesn't feel like a habit at all. It just feels like flexibility. Some nights you're in bed by 9:30. Other nights you stay up until midnight watching a film. On weekends, the schedule shifts again. It seems harmless, but your body runs on an internal clock, what scientists call your circadian rhythm. And that clock depends on consistency to work properly. When your bedtime changes night to night, your brain genuinely doesn't know when to prepare for sleep. It can't release the right hormones at the right time because there is no right time. It keeps changing. The result is that sleep feels unpredictable. Some nights are fine, others are terrible, and you can't work out why. The fix: pick a bedtime and a wake time and stick to them. Even on weekends, even if you had a rough night. Yes, even if you're retired and you can sleep in. Consistency is the single most powerful regulator of your body clock. Within a week or two, your body will start naturally preparing for sleep at the right time, every time. Now, if you've noticed even one of these habits in your own routine, don't worry, you are absolutely not alone. These are some of the most common patterns I hear about, and I'll tell you this, the next 3 habits we're about to cover tend to have an even bigger impact. So stay with me. Habit number 3, eating heavy meals late at night. A large dinner late in the evening is one of those habits that feels completely normal, especially if it's been your routine for decades. But digestion is an active, energy-consuming process. When you eat a heavy meal close to bedtime, your body has to stay metabolically busy working through it. That means elevated body temperature, increased stomach acid, and an active digestive system. All at the exact time your body is supposed to be cooling down and slowing down in preparation for sleep. For many people over 60, this also leads to acid reflux or heartburn when lying flat, which makes falling asleep genuinely uncomfortable. The fix: try to finish your main meal at least 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. If you do feel hungry in the evening, choose something light: a small banana, a few crackers, or a warm cup of chamomile tea. Your sleep quality will thank you. Habit number 2, lying in bed, thinking and worrying. This is perhaps the most relatable habit on this entire list, and for many people, it's the most damaging. You get into bed, turn off the light, and that's when your mind switches on. You start running through tomorrow's to-do list. You replay a conversation from earlier in the day. You worry about your health, your family, your finances. Before long, an hour has passed and you're no closer to sleep. But now you're also frustrated on top of being anxious. Here's what's happening on a physiological level. Worry and rumination trigger your stress response. Cortisol, your stress hormone, rises. And cortisol is chemically incompatible with sleep. It's designed to keep you alert and ready to act. The longer this pattern continues, the more your brain begins to associate your bed with mental activity and wakefulness rather than rest. The fix: build a wind-down ritual that happens before you get into bed, not after. This could be 10 minutes of journaling to offload the day's thoughts, a short breathing exercise, gentle music, or a warm bath. The goal is to do your processing outside the bed so that when your head hits the pillow, your brain already has permission to let go. Habit number 1, staying in bed when you can't sleep. And here's the habit that sleep specialists consistently rank as the most counterproductive of all. When you can't sleep, the instinct is to stay in bed and try harder. You pull the covers up, shift position, close your eyes more tightly, and will yourself to drift off. But the longer you lie there awake, the more your brain learns a very unhelpful lesson. This bed is a place where I lie awake. Over time, just getting into bed can trigger a state of alertness, the opposite of what you want. Your brain has been conditioned to associate the bed with wakefulness, and it responds accordingly. The fix is counterintuitive, but it works. If you've been lying awake for more than 20 minutes, get up. Go to another room. Do something calm and low stimulation. Read, sit quietly, listen to soft music. Don't look at screens. Then when you genuinely feel sleepy again, return to bed. This sounds strange, but it retrains your brain to link the bed exclusively with sleep. And it is one of the most evidence-backed strategies in sleep science. So let's quickly run through all 6. Number 6, screens before bed suppress the melatonin your body needs. Number 5, drinking too much water late leads to disruptive overnight wake-ups. Number 4, an inconsistent sleep schedule confuses your body's internal clock. Number 3, heavy late meals keep your body too active to settle into sleep. Number 2, worrying in bed trains your brain to stay alert there. And number 1, staying in bed when you can't sleep only deepens the problem. None of these is catastrophic on its own, but together, they add up, night after night, into genuinely poor sleep. And the encouraging thing is that the reverse is equally true. Fix even 2 or 3 of these, and the improvement can be remarkable. I want to leave you with this. Your body isn't broken. You haven't lost the ability to sleep well. You are simply dealing with habits that have quietly accumulated, and habits can be changed. You don't need to overhaul everything overnight. Just pick one thing from this list, the one that resonated most with you, and try it tonight. One small shift. That's how real, lasting change begins. Sleep is one of the greatest gifts you can give your body and your mind, at any age. You deserve rest that actually restores you, and it is absolutely within reach. If this video was helpful, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up. It genuinely helps this content reach more people who need it. And if you'd like more simple, practical guidance on living well after 60, consider subscribing. New videos go up every week, and I'd be glad to have you here. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.